You know those moments when you feel like something deeper and inexplicable is happening in your life, a sensation that things are not just as they seem? Maybe you have gone through nights when, even surrounded by silence, your heart still feels unsettled, as if waiting for an answer that does not come. Or it could be that, in the midst of your days, you are overwhelmed by memories and sensations that you cannot explain, but carry a weight and importance that you cannot ignore. The angels feel this silent search pain in your heart, the burden of all unanswered questions that seem to hover over your life and relationships. They know about those nights when your mind replays the moments spent with someone special, while your heart struggles between desire and doubt. There is a part of you that feels there is something more, something invisible, that ties you to that person in an inexplicable way. And then comes the question that seems to always whisper, why do I feel this? Why does it seem like everything has a greater purpose, but I can't see it? Today, the angels are here to guide you through this confusion, to illuminate those corners of your heart that are tired of carrying uncertainties and silences. What they have to reveal will answer this search and bring the clarity you so desire, filling every space of doubt with a truth you were meant to know. Because this moment of revelation is for you, for your restless heart that feels, for your mind that seeks to understand, and for your soul that is ready to finally discover what all this means. Angels want you to know that this connection is not like any other. There is something deeply spiritual that binds you to this person, something that transcends time and space, and that is beginning to reveal itself more clearly and intensely now. This person, who may have been on your mind or who may have seemed distant at some point, is going through a profound internal transformation. For a long time, she has tried to suppress or even deny the feelings she has for you, but slowly, this resistance is melting away, making way for a pure and authentic love that cannot be stopped. The first thing angels want you to understand is that there is something deeper that prevents this person from fully surrendering. Even though she may appear confident and strong on the outside, inside her, there is a fierce battle going on, a war between reason and heart. On the one hand, she tries to be logical, reminding herself of all the reasons why she should be cautious, but on the other hand, her heart cries out, demanding to be heard, demanding that this love finally be accepted and lived without restrictions. This conflict, this internal struggle, is a reflection of the insecurities and fears we all carry to some extent, but in this person's case, they are intensified by the depth of the connection she feels with you. It's as if every part of her soul is being challenged to open up, to trust, and to let go of old wounds, something she is still learning to do. Angels also reveal that over time, this person has reflected on the choices she has made, on the paths that have brought her here, and how things could have been different. There is a growing recognition that in trying to protect herself from possible pain, she has distanced herself from what truly matters, you. And now, this realization is prompting her to reevaluate everything. For this love to fully blossom, the angels ask you to keep your heart open and full of compassion. This is a delicate moment, where all this person needs is a safe space to open up, to share what they feel without fear of judgments or rejections. The angels know that you also carry your own wounds and uncertainties, but they encourage you to lead with your heart, allowing love and not fear to guide your actions. They want you to understand that this person is actually going through an emotional awakening, a process of profound recognition that what they feel for you is real, authentic, and worth living fully. However, this awakening is not simple nor fast. The angels show that this person still carries deeply rooted fears, perhaps from past experiences of pain or rejection, but they also assure that, with time and the spiritual support offered, these fears will begin to dissolve, making room for new confidence and determination to follow the path of the heart. The angels also whisper that this person, although appearing strong and confident on the outside, is someone extremely vulnerable when it comes to deep emotions. And it is precisely this vulnerability that makes them hesitate, asking themselves if they are truly ready to open up again, to take the risk of being hurt. But the angels are by their side, whispering words of courage, reminding them that true love is worth any risk, that it is better to have loved and risked than to live in the safety of emotional void. During this process, you may notice subtle changes in that person's behavior. Perhaps they start to get closer, show more interest in your life, or even share more about their thoughts and feelings. These are signs that the walls that used to protect them in the past are starting to crumble, and they are allowing themselves to be more authentic and open with you. The angels want you to know that everything is carefully orchestrated for this connection to reach its maximum potential. However, they ask for patience as this person still needs time to process what is happening inside, to heal their wounds, and to strengthen the courage they need to fully and sincerely give themselves to this love. Now, you might be wondering why it took this person so long to reach this understanding. The angels explain that each soul has its own time to learn and grow. Some lessons are harder to accept, especially those that require us to face our deepest fears and let go of our old beliefs. In the case of this person, what truly matters is that they are now beginning to see the truth about what they feel for you and are preparing to act accordingly. This love, which seemed distant or hidden before, is finally coming to light, and the angels are working to bring this truth to the surface in a clear and honest way. Therefore, they ask you to remain firm and confident, as what is coming next could be exactly what you have always wished for. Follow this journey with an open heart and be prepared to receive the blessings that are about to manifest in your life. As you follow this angel-guided spiritual journey, there is something even deeper that needs to be understood. The angels show that in past lives or even in other experiences, you and that person have already intersected your paths. There is an ancient connection between you, a covenant that has been reactivated in this life so that both of you can continue a journey of learning and mutual growth. This union is not just a random encounter, but a spiritual mission with great purposes, and the angels are here to help you remember that. However, this reunion brings up old fears and traumas that person carries with them, perhaps from previous experiences that have deeply marked them. It's as if approaching you, that person feels the burden of old feelings and still open wounds. In many moments, they find themselves caught between the desire for closeness and the fear of reliving old pains. It's a silent struggle, but the angels assure that this is a necessary step for the love between you to blossom authentically. The angels want you to understand that this healing process does not happen quickly or simply. Just as a plant needs time and care to grow, this person's journey towards the full opening of their heart also requires patience and compassion. The angels ask you to maintain a space of acceptance and understanding, even if at times you feel like everything is stagnating or even regressing. It's in this space of acceptance and tranquility that wounds can eventually begin to heal. At this point, you probably notice that this person has ambiguous attitudes, as if one moment they are ready to take the next step, but then they withdraw. The angels explain that this hesitation is the result of a defense mechanism they have learned to develop over time. In their journey, this person has learned to protect themselves, to emotionally shut down to avoid suffering, and now, faced with such deep love, they are relearning what it means to trust. These cycles of closeness and estrangement are, in fact, a way for her to test the waters, to feel safe enough to eventually allow this love to fully touch her. It is a process that can be painful, both for you and for her, but it is also essential for the foundations of this relationship to strengthen. The angels want you to know that, even though it may seem difficult, all of this is part of a spiritual building process, of an alliance that gradually solidifies, in every gesture, in every conversation, and even in shared silence. At this moment, the angels urge you to look within yourself and ask what this connection has taught you. They suggest that this covenant has been brought into your life to awaken spiritual lessons and abilities that may have been dormant. Patience, unconditional love, and resilience are some of the teachings that this person, unknowingly, is helping you cultivate. It is a bond in which both, though on different journeys, contribute to each other's spiritual growth and maturation. As the days go by, you may feel that this person is starting to show small signs of change. They may show renewed interest, express unexpected vulnerability, or even share parts of their life that they used to keep hidden. These are indications that gradually, they are giving you the chance to get closer, releasing the fears that have kept them at a distance. However, the angels emphasize that it is crucial to continue respecting that person's time and space. They ask you to understand that every progress, no matter how small it may seem, is significant. It is like a seed starting to sprout in the darkness, seeking the light. With each step towards you, that person confronts the shadows of their past, defying old patterns and opening up to a new way of loving. The angels also ask you to be prepared for moments of uncertainty. Sometimes, on some days, it might seem like progress has disappeared, that everything has returned to square one. This is part of the healing process, where old patterns try to resist, keeping that person in a comfort zone that, although limited, is familiar. These moments of regression are actually opportunities for the roots of this relationship to deepen even further. And you, guided by the wisdom of the angels, can be a lighthouse for that person. The angels see in you a light that illuminates the paths around you, a serene and trustworthy presence that inspires confidence. By continuing to spread this light, not only do you strengthen your own path, but you also create a space in which that person can gradually feel safe enough to let their barriers fall. Over time, the angels show that this person will start to open up more sincerely and authentically. She may confess fears and insecurities to you that she has never shared with anyone, revealing parts of the soul that she has kept hidden even from herself. These moments of vulnerability are precious and should be welcomed warmly, as they represent the first steps towards true and deep love. The angels also remind you that each journey is unique and that, no matter how much you may want to, you cannot force this person to surpass their own limits. They ask you to keep your faith, as they guide every step of this journey. You are not alone, and even though it may seem tough, the angels are by your side, helping you to pave new ways and strengthen the bond between you. Deep down, the angels want you to know that this love you feel is a reflection of your own capacity to love and connect on a deeper level. It is a love that transcends the barriers of time and space, and that has been brought into your life as a divine gift, an opportunity for spiritual expansion. On your journey, remember that this love has the power to heal, transform, and lift both of you to new dimensions of understanding and connection. The angels ask you to keep your heart open and full of trust, as what is being built is something rare and precious, a union of souls seeking to find and recognize each other in the midst of life's challenges. They are beside you, guiding every step, and ensuring that with time and patience, what is true always finds its way. This love, which seems so full of obstacles, is in fact a path of healing and self-discovery for both of you. At this point in the message, the angels begin to reveal something even deeper about this connection. They show that beyond the emotional and spiritual challenges that person is facing, there are also external influences silently affecting the path you are walking together. There are energies and forces invisibly hindering total surrender and mutual trust. That special person who has entered your life unknowingly carries energetic baggage from past relationships and connections that still affect them. These energies may come from past experiences, unresolved relationships, or even expectations that others have placed upon them. Angels ask you to look at this situation with a heart full of compassion, understanding that what that person carries is not a reflection of who they are at their core, but of the paths they have followed so far. Often, these invisible burdens make them hesitate, withdraw, and sometimes distance themselves, even though they wholeheartedly desire to be close to you. Angels then show you that your presence in that person's life is not only to strengthen the love between you, but also to help them break free from these ties. Throughout this journey, you may notice moments of resistance when that person seems stuck, unable to move forward. These are the moments when external influences exert their power, trying to divert the natural course of the love you share. But the angels assure that, even in the face of these forces, your love has a much stronger energy, capable of dissolving any resistance when guided by patience and understanding. Angels also bring you a message of courage. They know that bearing the responsibility of being a healing and light-filled presence in another person's life can be challenging, especially when the results are not always immediate. However, they remind you that by holding on to your purpose firmly and keeping your heart open, not only do you help that person, but you also grow in your own spiritual journey. Every moment of patience, every act of compassion you offer strengthens the bond between you, gradually breaking down the barriers that hinder complete union. Over time, you may notice that person showing subtle changes. Gestures that seemed difficult before, such as closer contact, words of affection, and displays of love, begin to naturally surface. These small transformations are a reflection of the spiritual and energetic work that you, with the help of angels, have promoted in your life. And although these changes may seem small, They are the foundations of a relationship built on solid, trusting, and devoted grounds. The angels want you to know that they are tirelessly working behind the scenes for this connection to have a chance to fully bloom. They guide that person, helping them understand the importance of your presence and the power of the love you share. With each progress, even if small, you are closer to experiencing the true essence of this love, a love that has been destined for both of you since time immemorial. However, the angels ask you to be prepared for the challenges that may arise. Sometimes, old patterns may resurface, trying to test the strength of the relationship and your resilience. In those moments, the angels ask you to connect to your inner strength, reminding you that you are a strong and enlightened being, capable of overcoming any obstacle with divine guidance by your side. They ask you to trust, even when everything seems uncertain, because they know that your love is stronger than any trial. And just like in a cycle of renewal, the angels show that after every moment of difficulty, a period of deep connection and renewal between you follows. It's as if every barrier knocked down serves to further strengthen the bond, allowing you to get closer with more sincerity and authenticity. These stages of overcoming create a solid and profound foundation, where both of you can support and build a love that withstands the test of time and challenges. In addition, the angels reveal that this relationship is not just a lesson for that person, but also for you. They wish for you to allow yourself to reflect on the aspects of this connection that bring growth and personal transformation. In what moments does this relationship make you see yourself in a new way? What skills have you developed along the way? Reflecting on these aspects, you will realize that this bond is a tool for evolution, where each experience, no matter how challenging, brings the opportunity for mutual growth. By accepting this truth, you will become even more open and receptive to the changes that are yet to come. The angels want you to understand that true love is not the one that comes without challenges, but the one that withstands and flourishes amidst them. And this love, which seems to defy human and spiritual logic, is one of the most precious gifts the universe could bring to both of you. What is most impressive is that as that person releases themselves from past fears and energies, they begin to see you with a new and profound clarity. They start to realize the beauty of your essence, the purity of your love, and the value of your presence. It's as if the fog that clouded their vision before slowly dissipates, revealing the radiance of your soul. And the angels show that when that moment of complete clarity comes, you'll feel such an intense reciprocity that all the pains and uncertainties along the way will be filled with authentic and transformative love. Hey, I urge you to always keep the faith, because I stand by you every step of this journey. In times when you feel discouraged or lost, remember that angels are guiding you, adjusting every detail so that, at the right moment, you can experience the fullness of this love. Do not let temporary difficulties shake you. Know that what is true and meant to be will always find a way to manifest itself. Ultimately, the angels send you a special blessing of strength and peace, so that your heart is always strengthened and calm. They say that your light is like a lighthouse guiding that person on the path of healing and truth. By maintaining your pure essence and sincere intention, not only do you light up her way, but you also become a source of inspiration and love for everyone around. This journey may be challenging, but the angels assure you that the spiritual rewards awaiting you are immeasurable. Trust, dear soul, that you are exactly where you should be, and the love you desire is shaped by the divine, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself in all its fullness. At this stage of the journey, the angels bring an even more intense message, asking you to prepare your heart for a powerful and profound transformation. They want you to understand that, no matter the moments of doubt and the obstacles that person faces, the love between you is in continuous evolution. This bond, though tested, is strengthened each time an obstacle is overcome, as it represents the unity of two souls that have met for a greater mission, something that surpasses human understanding. Angels reveal that person is going through a period of deep self-reflection and re-evaluation. It's as if they are rediscovering who they are, facing their fears, and questioning their old beliefs that hinder them from fully opening their heart. Many of these beliefs stem from past experiences, where they learned to build emotional walls to protect themselves. Angels show that by looking within and realizing the positive impact your presence has on their life, they are starting to understand that in order to let love fully flourish, they must let go of old patterns and allow themselves to experience new things. However, this transformation doesn't unfold in a linear way. There are ups and downs, moments of doubt and surrender. Sometimes, they may even seem to drift away, which might appear as a setback to you. But angels urge you to trust, as these periods of apparent distance are part of their internal liberation process. In those moments, they are facing their deepest insecurities, reevaluating their choices, and allowing themselves to address feelings they have long preferred to ignore. Angels want you to know that despite everything, true love always finds a way to prevail. Essentially, the person feels an almost magnetic attraction towards you, something that, no matter how much you try to rationalize or pull away, always brings you back together. This attraction is a reflection of the spiritual bond that connects you, a connection that was built long before this life and is now being reborn with the purpose of healing, transforming, and elevating both of you. These moments of reflection, although silent, are incredibly powerful. In these moments, that person begins to recognize how special you are, how much peace and security your presence brings. The angels whisper that they have noticed how you handle challenges, your strength and unconditional love, and that inspires them in a way they can't even express. It's as if each of your gestures encourages them to become a better person, to free themselves from emotional ties, and to open their hearts to new possibilities. At this moment, the angels reveal that there is a divine force working to remove the fears and insecurities that still reside within her. They disperse the fog that keeps her tied to past pains and bring to light a new clarity about what truly matters. This clarity, gradually, helps her see the greatness of the love you share and the importance of keeping this connection alive and present. The angels also ask you to keep your energy high and your heart confident. They know that waiting moments can be difficult and even painful, but they remind you that every moment of patience is rewarded with a stronger and more genuine connection. They work to strengthen the bond between you so that when both of you are ready, you can experience a love that transcends all barriers. In this journey, it is essential to maintain your focus on your own process of self-discovery and growth. The angels want you to realize that, just as that person is in a healing process, you are also called to look within yourself, recognize your own values, and strengthen your own light. They ask you to cultivate self-love and remember that, in order to experience a full love with someone, it is necessary for both to be whole and secure within themselves. Sometimes, angels show that you can feel a certain silent connection with that person, a bond that goes beyond words and gestures. It's as if, even from a distance or in silence, you are in resonance, sharing feelings and thoughts. This phenomenon, which may seem mystical, is a manifestation of the spiritual connection you have, a bond that transcends time and space and remains intact, regardless of external circumstances. Angels urge you to use this connection to transmit vibrations of love, peace, and security to that person. They suggest that, in your moments of meditation or prayer, visualize that person being enveloped in a golden light, a healing and protective energy. This practice will not only strengthen the bond between you but also help dispel the fears and insecurities that still hold them back from fully offering the love they feel. At the end of this journey of reflection and healing, angels show that something grand is about to happen. They reveal that that person, overcoming their fears and insecurities, will finally be able to see you in all your essence, with clarity and gratitude. It will be like an awakening, a moment when all the pieces of the puzzle will fit together, and they will realize how precious and luminous your presence has always been in their life. Angels ask you to prepare for this moment, to keep your heart open and be ready to receive the abundance of love and reciprocity destined for both of you. They want you to know that all the work, all the patience, and every gesture of love you have dedicated to that person will be rewarded with a love that transcends the ordinary, a union that withstands any adversity and becomes even stronger in the face of every obstacle overcome. To conclude this part of the message, the angels whisper that the love you share is blessed and protected by the divine. Even in the face of difficulties, they assure you that they are by your side, guiding each step and strengthening every bond. They ask you to keep believing, because what is prepared for you is something extraordinary, a connection that will touch not only your life but also radiate light and love to those around you. The angels now bring the final part of this message, enveloping you in an embrace of light and love. They urge you to understand that everything said so far is just the beginning of a journey that will unfold in unforgettable and transformative moments. This love, which seems to have overcome obstacles and defied logic, is a divine gift, a chance to experience a connection that is rarely granted. The angels are here to remind you that this union is sacred and that everything you have experienced was necessary to strengthen and mature both of you for what lies ahead. The angels want you to imagine the future with that person, a future where the barriers that currently keep you from being together in totality have finally been overcome. Envision a path of peace and complicity, where both support each other, understand each other, and share a connection that transcends the ordinary. In this future, the angels unfold their work for both of you to reach, and they assure that each of your acts of patience and understanding contributes to building that moment. For angels, every challenge faced is a stone removed from the path, and every barrier overcome is a confirmation that the love between you is true and strong enough to conquer any adversity. They want you to know that all energies that sometimes seem to hinder this love are easily dissolved by divine force, preparing the ground for this relationship to flourish to its fullest potential. This bond, blessed by angels, is more than a union between two souls. It is a symbol of healing and spiritual evolution. By opening yourself to this experience, you offer yourself the opportunity to grow, to rediscover yourself, and at the same time, to help that person find their way back to their own essence. The angels show that you are not together by chance, and the love you share serves a purpose that transcends the limits of this world. Both of you are guided towards a deeper understanding of what it means to love and be loved unconditionally. At this moment, the angels urge you to make a conscious choice. Choose to trust, choose to keep the faith, and choose to walk with certainty that everything happening has a higher purpose. They are by your side, whispering words of encouragement and reminding you that true love is never in vain. Even if the road seems uncertain, they assure you that what is prepared for you and that person is more beautiful and fulfilling than you could ever imagine. If you have moments of doubt or weakness, remember that angels are always by your side. They ask you to invoke them in your prayers, to trust the process, and to continue sending light and love to that person. This habit of sending positive energies, wrapping them in thoughts of peace and harmony, has a stronger impact than you can imagine. It is through this continuous flow of love and compassion that you will help them break free from the chains of the past, allowing both to walk together towards a future full of love and fulfillment. Now, the angels advise you to write a powerful statement in the comments, something that represents your intention and desire to fully live this love. They advise you to write, "I accept and receive the blessed love that the universe has reserved for me, trusting that the best is yet to come." By affirming this, you will declare to the universe your readiness for love and openness to all the blessings that are about to manifest in your life. And before bidding you farewell, the angels want you to know that they celebrate every step you take on this journey. They applaud your courage, resilience, and faith-filled heart. They ask you to remain that light, the beacon that not only illuminates the path for those around you, but also for those who need your presence of love and understanding. The angels applaud every gesture of tenderness, every act of compassion, and every word of support you have offered to that person because they know that these little details make all the difference. In the end, the angels want you to know that this is just the beginning of a new stage, where love and truth will manifest in a grand and surprising way. They ask you to remain open and ready to receive, as what is to come is greater than you could have imagined. And as you wait for that revelation in fullness, remember that the angels are by your side, guiding every step, strengthening every bond, and blessing every decision. This has been a journey guided by love, and the angels thank you for allowing them to be part of this process. We leave you with a promise. All that is true and meant to be will always find a way to come to fruition. The love you share with that person is living proof of this truth, and the angels guarantee that, at the end of this journey, you will see how much every moment, every choice, and every act of faith was worth it. Now, with a heart full of wisdom and understanding, the angels have one last guidance for you, a message you cannot ignore. You see, every word, every detail of this path has been shared with you for a reason. The angels have guided you this far because they felt you were ready, and now, there is only one essential step left to continue receiving the revelations and signs the universe has prepared. This is the moment to take action, to engage in this personal journey. Imagine being constantly surrounded by this energy, by this invisible force that guides and supports you in every decision. Do not let this opportunity for deep connection slip through your fingers. By tuning in, you will open a direct channel to the angels, reinforcing every message and guidance already given, and more importantly, creating a continuous flow for the future revelations that await you. Click now to sign up and say out loud to yourself, "I accept all the blessings and signs that are sent to me." Feel this phrase echoing inside you, with a certainty that by stating it, you are manifesting a real and intense change in your life. This is the moment to raise your frequency, to open a path towards a life aligned with the purpose that the angels have prepared for you. Do not wait any longer. Every second counts. The more you postpone, the further away you get from all the messages waiting to reach you. Touch the sign up button now and allow your life to be embraced by this divine guidance. This is the confirmation you've been waiting for, the sign that the next step is in front of you. You just need to reach out and accept it. When you sign up, don't just press a button. Declare to the universe, "I accept and receive all the love and guidance that the angels have for me." Let this be your statement. Let this be your choice. And from that moment on, get ready to be guided like never before. The future you desire begins now, and by signing up, you open the doors to